Hey everyone, just got back from field day this last weekend. Great success. We're expecting to see around 5,170-ish points from the VE7 SCC 3 Alpha effort up there at Blue Mountain Park. Great year, again joined by the 39th Signals Reservists from Vancouver. And our friends there have been working with us the last couple of years, providing us all sorts of help and assistance on site, as well as a bit of two-way familiarization with the amateur radio side of things. So great group. I bet you we had about 50 people out across the entire weekend there at Blue Mountain. As you see here, Carlos, VA7CFK, is getting into it right away, helping out, as always, running the ropes and the dipoles. Justin, V7 Lima Uniform Juliet here, he's got the drone going, and that was a fantastic way of doing the initial launch over the trees. As you'll see here, we used the pulling twine, the BC Hydro pulling twine, to get that over the trees, and again, establishing messenger lines and getting the pulleys hung up was a breeze with this assistance. So that allowed us to pull up the 40-meter dipole, the 80-meter dipole, over 100 feet in the air. You see Carlos here holding up the carabiner that's going to hold up our H antennas, our hen antennas. These are the 10, 15, and 20 hen antennas that we're using. This is the 20-meter one here on the grass being built right now. That's Fred Klassen, V7 Victor Tango, along with Carlos, working on that. And again, one of the reservists here helping out, pulling that up. This is the 10-meter one. We had a little bit of a struggle there getting that clear of some branches. Again, hoisted way up in the air, probably about 80 feet, all said. And so a good clean signal. There's Fred hooking up the coax to the patch panel. There's a shot from one of our trees. Again, this is probably about 100 feet up there at that apex, right over the top of the tree with the drone. Just an absolute fantastic thing. We've used air cannons in the past. It's still on standby, but the drone just makes it a lot safer, a lot easier. You see the mod tentage there, again, brought in by the reservists, and the club kitchen tent going up. Here we are with the folks putting up a military wideband antenna, just an exercise in setting that up and guying it off. This is actually on Sunday morning with the rain coming in. A little bit of a step back. This is the tentage being set up here, the operating tent. 5 sections of it, all hooked up and running within about 15 to 20 minutes of coming on site. Tables and chairs brought down from the scout hall, which is excellent. There's Matt, VA7ROH, hooking up the cobweb antenna on the trailer. This is a 32-foot electrically operated mast, getting it dialed in and ready to go up and operate on 10, 15, and 20 meters. The trailer was our kind of get on the air station this year. We used this for kind of the newbies coming through, as well as some VHF contacts. And again, inside the operating tent, we kept dry over the weekend here. Here's Neil King, VA7DX, coaching one of the folks out, and this is position 1 here. In the background, you'll see that patch panel there, central, made by Phil, V7KJR. Here's Daryl, VA7EVR, operating what looks like 20 meters. This is a 20-meter phone by the looks of it here. And on his ICOM 7300, this is the ICOM 7300 loaned by the University of British Columbia's Emergency Operations Center. There's Aaron, VA7ZZA, Captain Aaron Oberman, hooking up his man pack and doing some directed communications with one of his guys in the U.S. And just getting power. Everything's running off of DC power here in the man pack, hooking that up, getting batteries connected, etc. Assisted by Daryl Hahn again on the side here. You'll see Daryl in a second. Daryl was working on some logging issues there, getting things dialed in with the Tough Book. It was a lot of fun on that band. They were doing some digital contacts with JS8 call. In the trailer, here's Justin making some of those 5-watt natural power QSOs. The trailer's got 450 amps of AGM batteries aboard and a couple hundred watts of solar above. And that makes it very easy to pull it off the shore power and run things off a battery with some solar. Keep things topped up for a few hours while we made those contacts. Pretty slow poking at 5 watts and a compromised antenna. Don, V7FW, dropped by, along with Rolly in the evening. Don's given some tips on operating there. You see Rolly in the background with Shant, Kilo Hotel Alpha, Rolly VA7RA, making some contacts. And here we are in the evening. There's Phil, V7KJR, kind of giving a bit of an explanation of the ionosphere and propagation. Again, just a little bit of training and mentoring here. Ryan, V7 Sierra Tango Kilo, with the FT8 stalwart position here. He put in about 170 contacts overnight. And we got their satellite QSO. Here's Alex Harford, VA7 Oscar Mike, working the ISS and one of the Israeli satellites, which we actually had a contact with, a K7 Lima Echo Delta, I believe it was. here in the background.
Kilo 7 Lima Echo Delta QSL. Lima Echo Delta, what's your class and location?
K7 Lima Echo Delta, 6 Alpha Western Washington.
QSL, thanks for the contact. We're 3 Alpha Bravo Charlie.
So there you go. Great thing about Field Day is all the public interaction. Lost count of the number of people that stopped by over the weekend. We had our public information table set up and manned by Richard, VA7RLW, who was also doing training over the weekend. So it was a great opportunity to interact with the public, drive awareness of what we're all doing, and also offer some interop and training with our folks in the military. So good opportunity to do it again all over next year and perhaps in the same location. So if you catch us, Field Day 2025, Blue Mountain Park.